Thank you again for watching Jam TV. I wasn't even going to come back on, but there is so much things have been coming out about this Kevin Smith affairs. Although he passed away, there are more things that keep coming out because people who were not speaking out or did not see it possible or see it not to speak out. Now they are coming out and saying a lot of things. And there's so much things coming out about laptop, about ring, about all these things. And people see that these things were there, but they did not see it fit to come out and say something. Nobody no one talk about it. It's a hush-hush thing. Nobody no say nothing. Nobody want to talk about it. But, you know, now I heard one person saying they should go to the house and tear it down because since all these people, maybe when they were doing those killing, maybe they weren't doing the killing at the church. Maybe they were doing the killing somewhere else and bury them in mass grave. Nobody knows. And nobody not talking because they don't want to be charged for these things. But this man, seems to me like he worked with spirit of the dead. You see. And the reason why his life was taken is because he did not perform or commit the amount of murder that he should have committed for that one night. Because when you're working with these spirits, you have to be doing the things they want you to do. And if you don't do that, then they come back at you. I was on the radio one time and I came off and then I was going home and this lady called me and said I was to pray for her because she don't feel good and the spirit around her. And the minute I start praying for the lady, this deep spirit come out of her asking me whose name did I come in. You see, so after you do these wicked things to people and do, then it turn around on you. The spirit turned around on the woman and she could not get rid of it. She was tormented day and night. You see, because they do voodoo for job, voodoo for man, voodoo for woman, voodoo for children to get prosper, voodoo to get this, voodoo to get that. And after you can't do it all and you go there and they can't do anything more for you, they turn around and you're mad, you're this, you're that, because they can't help you anymore. So maybe that's what, I'm not saying that's what it is, maybe that's what happened to him. He didn't perform the amount of killing because I think they said they have how much killing supposed to have taken place on the laptop. And so he didn't perform the amount of killing that he should. So his life is gone. Although people are saying that his life, I think myself was saying that. And the reason I said, I didn't say that he was a prophet and he was gonna escape. My saying was, people going to say that he's not dead. People gonna hide the truth to say that he's not dead. And he resurrect or gone somewhere else because he's dead. You see, I wasn't saying that he's not dead. He is dead. You see. You feel me? I'm not saying that he's not dead. He's dead. But people gonna come out, especially his congregation, gonna come out and say, oh no, oh look in the grave, there's nobody. They may even put stone in the grave in order to say, well then, it wasn't him. Because people are devious when they come on to Christianity. People say and do anything when it comes on to Christianity. Because they don't know whose name they're doing these things in. Because your sin will find you out. Your sin gonna find you out sooner or later. And if you hide the truth from man, you can't hide it from God. God knows it. He knows what you're doing. He sees you. So when these wicked people come around, the wolf in sheep clothing, You have to decipher for yourself to know, is this a good person for me to follow, or is not that a good person for me to follow? I have gone to a lot of churches. I even have my own church. I have gone to a lot of churches. And when my spirit is not there, I got to get up and I got to leave. Because some of them is just money, 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 money. And they don't care if you eat. They don't care if you drink. They don't care if your children eat. Those are not good church for you to eat. Although some of them provide all these provisions, and yet they're still not a good church. But in the church, you see that the pastor lean more to young boys, young girls, and those kind of thing. You know it's time to take up your shoes. Don't even bother put your foot in your shoes. Take it off and run. Run for your life. It's not a good place. But no. People, they're calling him excellency. They're giving him all these names and all these accolades and all these things. And you wonder. You wonder what kind of foolishness this is. Is excellency? Really? Really? What, Jamaica people gone mad? Is excellency? The Bible said Jesus Christ didn't come to be served. He come to serve. So when you're looking at a man and calling them excellency, you are sinning yourself. Because no man is higher. If Jesus Christ said he wasn't higher than the servant, why would you put a man up on a pedestal calling him in excellency? And so, his excellency, take all your little money, take all your children, your sons, and letting them walk with umbrella over him, and using them and beating them with the little boy said beat him with washing machine hose, and beating them and doing whatever he wants with them, because you feel that that was the right thing to do. You're not beating your children, you're not treating them that way, but you give your children over to a man who is going to, or who will be, or who was ill-treating them. How are you going to live with yourself? How are you going to live with yourself? If you live with a man and you have a child and it's not for that man, and that man beat that child, oh, you want to kill him. But you give your child over to a pastor to abuse him physically, sexually. Those are immoral. Those are not nice. You can't do those things with a man. He is a man, for crying out loud. And he wasn't even a good man. He was a devious man. Charged for all these explicit things that he has been doing to children. In the name of who? Which God? Not my God. No, you have things on laptop, how much people are supposed to have been killed, and who should be killed, and who would be killed, and all these here things. They said his ring is missing, the charm ring, because it excuse me, he travel all over the world and get all these rings from different places that you use to commit these things to put you high up in power. And so now they say the ring is gone. Now they take out everything from the church and anoint people because he gets so much money from them. Now all the money gone back to government. So you see, I don't believe in anybody who want money, 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 money. I know you have to give money in church. I know when the church is big, it costs for more money. But you know something, there is a limit. There is a limit. And when I see somebody collecting and collecting and collecting and collecting, as this boy said, this man collect 4 offering per service, that opened my eyes a little bit and let me think, what is he doing? You know, but these fools are borrowing and taking in, and yet The next day, they go to the store down the street and credit. They have to go to a little shop down the street and credit because they have no money. They give it away. They have they have it here in America too, where people sit down and tell you to bring all your money, and then and tomorrow you have no money. And they have a thing that's saying, give me your money and the Lord will give you more. No, he ain't gonna give me more because he already gave me mine. You go there and get yours. Don't sit down and tell me to bring me your money and the Lord will give me more. The Lord will give me more what? He already gave me mine. So if you want money, you go get it for yourself. I'm going to take my mortgage money, my car payment money, my insurance money, give it to you, and you sit down and pay for your car, pay for your insurance, send your children to big school, your family drive Lexus and Infinity. And then the next day, there's a paper on my door. I have to evict my home because I didn't make my payment. I have to evict my apartment because I didn't pay my rent. You are lying. I will never do that. Because when I'm down and out in Beverly Hills, you will not come there and say, let you pay any money for me. Because the only church, because when I was growing up and my parents on Red Hills Road didn't have any money, the only place my mother could have gone to is the Catholic church right there at on Red Hills Road, near Purity Bakery. The only place my mother could have gone to get food and things and money and clothes is that Catholic church. Nobody else. No other church you go to will give you anything. No, they're not. And even here in America, Catholic church, you can depend on them. They pay light bill, they pay mortgage, they pay car payment, they pay this, they pay that, they pay that. Other churches ain't doing it. I'm not endorsing them because I don't believe in their philosophy and I don't believe in the way, in their beliefs. But you know something? They are good with people. They are really good with people. So if they are good with people, they are good with me. Because the Bible said, the least you have done, whatever you do, rather to the least of these, you do it unto me. So whatever you do for poor people, you do it unto God. I know people are running around and looking for a church, but you know something? Let me tell you this. A church can't save you. A pastor praying for you can't save you. A bishop praying for you can't save you. You have to save yourself. You have to believe. You got to know God for yourself. So the only thing for you to do is to sit down, ask God to open up your understanding, give you wisdom and knowledge like Solomon said, and read your Bible. You would be surprised to know. You would be surprised to know what you get and what you get from God. Fast and pray earnestly for yourself. For yourself. When I was running a lot of time and I didn't want to go to church. Keep running. And I have a friend that keep praying for me. And one day she invited me to church. I went. I get saved. When I see the happenings in the church, I said, God, if this is the way I'm supposed to live, I don't want it. Because one of the elders said to me, oh, if Jesus Christ was coming back today, he would come in a limousine because this is how the time is now. So I turned to him and I said, don't Jesus Christ know that there was going to be limousine? He could have rewind the time and bring limousine. But he just want to come lowly. And when I see the happenings and, oh, don't wear long short skirt, wear this, don't wear this, don't do your hair, don't do the, don't wear jewelry, don't. And all I'm listening to is a bunch of man-made rules. And I don't take kindly with man-made rules. I don't like it. I don't want you to tell me what to do. I really don't. So you know what I do? I speak to my God. And I said, I don't want this man-made rule. If this is what church is, I don't want it. I want you, God, to show me the way. Show me how to become a real Christian. Show me how to live for you. I start reading my Bible from Genesis to Revelation. As I did every year, read out my Bible. Some year I do skip. But I read my Bible from Genesis to Revelation. I fast and I pray. I go on 7-day fast. Well, I go on 3-day fasting, 7-day fasting, 14-day fasting, 21-day fasting, 28-day fasting, 40-day fasting. I do all that. And let me tell you something. When I walk into church, you wouldn't believe it. I was laying my hand on people and they were falling out. I am not pushing anybody. I was praying for people and they were healing. I was doing this in the name of Jesus Christ. Because what? I asked God to lead me. I don't want to be led by a man because man is fallible. I don't want to be led by a man. Man will never give you more than he has. And if he see that you're going to pass him, he's going to cut you down. But when God give it to you, no man can take it away. No man can take it away when God give it to you. So let me tell you something. It's not about a cult pastor. It's not about a Seventh-day Adventist pastor. It's not about the Church of God pastor. It's not about a Pentecostal pastor. It's none of those. It's about you and Jesus Christ. You got to call on God. Stop going to these places where these men are abusing you spiritually. That's not how it works. Seek God for yourself. Watch your children. Take care of children. Stop giving your children over to churches. You think a church is going to take your child and bring up your child more than how they bring up their child? Come on. I can see if they don't have any children. But if that pastor have children, let me tell you something. Your child is the servant in that house. Just like the African movie when you watch it. Your child got to make the dinner. Your child got to bring the water. Your child got to clean the house. Your child got to do the laundry. Your child. While their child do their homework and sit there reading. And what you get out of that? What you get out of that? What do you get out of that? Nothing. Oh, come on. Don't sit there and have a lot of children you can't take care of. They're a birth control. Take children that you can afford to take care of, so you don't have to be passing them off like a napkin. Take care of your children yourself. No matter how it is. Walk and beg sweet potato. My father died and leave 8 children. It was 11 of us. 3 died. And let me tell you something. Before he died, he left and gone to another woman. But you know something? My mother, if she has to beg and wash people clothes, they'll have rubber finger to the bone to take care of us. Sell oranges. Sell chicken. She grow her own chicken. Sell. Raise goats. Sell. Raise pigs. Sell. She said nobody will ever take one of my children. No, she will never give up any. She said all of you staying right here. Don't give away your children to people They're not going to treat them right. They're going to abuse them. Yes, there is 1 in a million. There's 2 in a million who would take care of your children as their own. But some people just use them and refuse them, hate them, beat them, work them like a workhorse. I'm going like, oh, there you. I saw a woman here in Florida, and I went to a church with them, and that girl was living with the pastor. And the minute we leave work and go to the church, the girl have to run in the kitchen while what? The pastor, light skin, long hair, girl, children, them sit down. And you know what? She have to cook, run from church and cook, wash the plate, and put them up, serve the dinner. Well, the pastor children, she had to serve all the pastor children. She couldn't take it anymore. She run to New York. Because I said, what the hell are you doing? Are you an idiot? You're a big married woman. Are you an idiot? But people do these things in the name of the church. And I don't know where people get off doing these things in the name of church. Oh, come on. I'm not saying you go there on Saturday or whenever and go and do your 2-hour cleaning with the other ladies. I'm not saying don't give church money. No, give them all your money. It doesn't work that way. God give it to you. Give them a little bit. Don't believe any pastor to bring. I am a pastor myself, and I would never tell anybody to bring, because I'm wise. I'm not an idiot. People are crying out. If you can afford it, bring it. If you can't afford it, don't bring it. If you can afford it, give it. If you can't afford it, don't give it. Because tithes in the church is to help people. Although they're not telling you that the tithes in the church is to help the widow and the poor people. And the offering is for the pastor. They're not telling you all that. They first beat you over the head and tell you, oh, give your offering, oh, give your tithe, 10%. Oh, come on. If you don't give your tithe, you're not going to prosper. If you don't, I ain't giving no tithe and I'm prospering. I am not going to give you 10%. To do what? That's not what the Bible say. The 10% is for people who needs help. I am not going to take my money out there and give it to you. Are you bringing your money to me? Then you have a big house and your wife and children driving a big car, and I'm walking to church and you won't even pick me up on Sunday morning. I got a big ride. I take a taxi to go to church. No, I'm wise. And so people are falling out of the church, don't want to go because of all these principalities and powers that's in the church making up all these rules that have nothing to do with God. Let me tell you something. As I said before, use your brain. The Bible said, if you in all you're getting, get wisdom. In all you're getting, get wisdom. Ask God to bless you like Solomon. Solomon asked for wisdom. Solomon didn't ask for money. Solomon asked for wisdom to lead the people of God. And because he didn't ask for money, God gave him everything. Ask for God for wisdom. You'll be surprised to know what you get. I'm out of here. Thank you again for watching. I'm Jam TV.